If you've been on TikTok before, you're probably familiar with this type of duet, where the person is just sitting there in screen, they're just watching the video along with you. Usually they're not even saying anything, adding anything, doing anything to enhance the media that they are watching. There's absolutely no purpose to their duet, but a lot of time they end up getting more views or they get a lot more exposure than the actual original video despite doing nothing, which is pretty ridiculous. I wanted to name these, and what they really are is bland duets that add nothing. So if you look at bland duets, the word add is also in there. So since these bland duets add nothing, we're gonna get rid of the entire word of add from bland duets. Then I figured they're just like inserting themselves into this unnecessarily, and so it's all about I. It's all about that vowel of selfishness. So just to insert a vowel where there desperately needed to be one, we get this Blinuet, a bland duet that adds nothing. And a lot of the times they'll actually detract as well, because space on TikTok is a very valuable thing, because it's a site that's mostly used on mobile phones. So the screens that people are watching on are smaller on base level than most other media. And they don't let you flip video formats at all, so it's almost all vertical, which screws over most of my videos because I do them all originally for like YouTube was the plan, and then I adapt them for TikTok. So usually my videos end up being pretty small and don't fill up the screen because they're not vertically oriented. And so if I got people duetting me taking up that space, then I'm really fucking screwed. It's just another random thing that's gonna take your attention away while also making the original media that is actually gonna be the engaging part of the video harder to see. It seems like people are just trying to take advantage of other people's work, which I absolutely despise. I recommend a lot of content myself, however, it's always, this is what I like, go watch the original by the person who created it, and that's what I do for song and video of the day every day. Plus, for YouTube, you wouldn't be able to do that because they are ultra strict with everything copyrights, over the top even, where everyone with copyrighted material is the judge, jury, executioner, and criminal in the scenario. Like, they can do whatever they want. And then TikTok's just the Wild West. Like, it's all about collaboration, so they let basically anything go, and you can just steal content whenever you want. And there's a bunch of examples too. People will be like filming with their phone on their laptop screen just so they can like rip this material that isn't theirs and reduce the quality even further. So yeah, all that shit sucks where people are actually creating things, but they don't get the credit because someone else wants to hop in and take their chance to see if they can snag it from the people that actually make stuff. This is not to say that there's anything wrong with reaction videos. They can be done super well. But if you're just sitting there pointing or just saying maybe one phrase, yeah, you're just a worthless contribution most of the time. For our song of the day, it is Miley Cyrus's version of Nothing Else Matters. This is a classic originally by Metallica, and I wanted to show this because, I mean, it's a variation of taking something that's someone else's content and making it your own and making an awesome, different version of it instead of just like copycatting, inserting yourself into something and adding nothing to it. So I want to throw out a good variation or just a different variation, how to work with other people's content. And I like to pay respect to Miley any opportunity I get because she is awesome. This is a cool variation. There's a lot of famous musicians that are included in this to go along with her because the instrumentation is also extremely cool to go along with her dynamic, unique vocal style. And this is a pretty good version of the song. Then the video of the day is The Grape Lady Falling. This is another kind of ancient video that was one of the first kind of big hits on YouTube. Lady takes a little tumble off the table and it goes down in history. Pretty remarkable how the newscasters were kind of able to keep their cool and not just viciously make fun of this woman for those noises. Like, I definitely would not be able to hold myself back from jokes in that scenario, but that's probably why that's not my profession. That's all we have for today's Daily Do. Peace out.